From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning, man alive. We have just had some fantastic weather as of late, and that is going to continue as we head into the weekend. The forecast for lower elevation staying dry through Tuesday. High temperatures flirting with 60. We'll have multiple chances to hit 60 here in the Tri-Cities over the next 7 days, and unfortunately considerable avalanche danger continues for our Cascade slopes. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Not seeing much out there for this morning. I'm not thinking we have any fog out there for lower elevations, but there certainly is some pretty thick fog up in the Cascades. Temperatures out there, we're seeing a wide array. We're seeing 20s, 25 for Yakima. We're seeing 30s, 37 for the Tri-Cities, and 41 for Walla Walla. Here is your hourly forecast for this Friday. For the Tri-Cities, pretty much nothing but sunshine all throughout the day. High temperatures getting up to around 60 degrees. So for today, for lower elevations, 40s and 50s. Gusts across the map anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. We will talk about that. Also talk about why our forecast is going to stay this dry over the next handful of days. So all that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead, a new city council member facing a tough decision. These as residents push back against a home for sex offenders in the city. Now this morning, we're going to break down the councilman's next move.
And Pendleton gets a major makeover. Wild Horse Resort expansion is moving fast, and this morning we'll explore how the project could impact tourism and the community. Details on what's to come is straight ahead.
And Grandview Elementary is getting a safety upgrade, with district officials saying as part of a statewide grant. Coming up, we're going to see how the extra $300,000 worth of funds is being used to keep students safe. Those details on these stories and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. We have made it to Friday.
Yay, and it's going to be a sunny weekend.
Yes.
I'm so excited for that.
I know.
Josh is going to have more on that later in the newscast, but we do want to get into your top stories, and we're starting off with continuing coverage in Kennewick. This has residents call for transparency over a home for level 3 sexually violent predators.
So one city council member now sharing when he first learned about the house. Now this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz gives us those details and what the councilman thinks should come next.
Councilman Brad Klippert may be a newcomer to the Kennewick City Council, but he's already got a tall task ahead of him, navigating a proposal that will put a less restrictive alternative home for sex offenders in the middle of the city.
I was quite surprised and also not excited in a positive way about it.
According to the city of Kennewick, 3 council members were invited to a December 11th meeting with the LRA home on the agenda, including Councilman Klippert. The councilman, elected just a month before the meeting, had not officially joined the city council yet, but he says he did participate in some activities in December. He says that he doesn't recall if he attended the meeting or not, and it wasn't until before a January council meeting that he says he heard of the proposal.
My recollection is that I heard about the Kennewick less restrictive alternative was in a public forum setting on a part of the agenda, so I don't remember any special meetings where I heard about the LRA.
Councilman Klippert says he believes the planned home is unconstitutional, and he hopes to take the fight to the state level.
We don't exist to serve the government. The government exists to serve us. And if there is such a large body of people in Kennewick, Washington, who says we do not want that home in our neighborhood, they should be listened to.
The councilman says he encourages upset residents to keep voicing their concerns as their fight against the proposal continues. From Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, the city of Kennewick says that the December meeting included the city manager and Councilman John Trumbo.
As of now, it's still unclear if any other members of the council were in attendance.
6:03 and following up now with an update out of Kiona-Benton City Schools. A reported threat involving a student this week has now been deemed unsubstantiated. Superintendent Pete Peterson says the district was notified Tuesday after Benton County Sheriff's Office received a report of a possible threat from an elementary student towards the middle school. Deputies investigated and interviewed those involved, but say the claim could not be verified.
Well, I would simply say that anytime we investigate all threats, and we always partner with Benton County sheriffs who are extremely responsive to the rural areas of the county. I have to commend them for that. But they immediately take the lead on any investigation of this type of material.
Now, no lockdowns were issued, and officials say the investigation is now closed. Apple Valley News Now did reach out to the Benton County Sheriff's Office for a comment, but they have not responded.
Turning now to education news, the Grandview School District is receiving $300,000 in state funding to boost campus safety. The money will help replace outdated clocks and install a new intercom system at McClure Elementary. This gives staff and students more reliable communication during emergencies. Grandview is one of just 16 districts statewide selected for the grant.
We received the highest award possible for that grant, so it's one of those things where the district is consistently working to make safety improvements across the district.
District officials say the upgrades will help improve emergency communication and overall campus safety as work moves forward in the coming months.
Looking to Oregon now and to the $100 million expansion at the Wild Horse Resort and Casino. After 8 months, project is finally starting to take shape. And now this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says the project will add a 10-story hotel tower, new convention space, and family-focused amenities. And he's going to give us a tour of what's to come.
In Pendleton, you might notice something new as hard hats and heavy equipment now marking the future of a major expansion. After 8 months into the $100 million project, crews cleared the old Courtyard Hotel to build a new 10-story tower with more than 200 rooms. Wild Horse Resort and Casino's CEO Gary George says this is more than just a building.
We're really excited about what we've been able to do with the property here in Eastern Oregon, in Pendleton, Oregon. You know, it's not a typical site where you would see a big casino like this being developed or constructed. But we've gotten great support from the whole region, including Tri-Cities, Walla Walla.
Crews are adding 15,000 square feet of brand new convention space and an upscale restaurant to bring in larger events and a family atmosphere. For the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation, it's a long-term investment, not only for tourism, but for the tribe too.
You know, it'll provide another source and the only source of discretionary income that the tribe can use to fund its programs. And Indian Gaming is all about funding for different activities of the tribe. So we can fund tribal government, general welfare.
The Leidig project superintendent says the project is moving along with little hiccups, and there's a special milestone happening soon.
We do have a topping off ceremony scheduled for the 25th of March, and we plan to have the structure all in place, and we'll set our ceremonial beam at that time and move forward.
Resort leaders say the project remains on track for completion in 2027, with more announcements about unique family-friendly features expected soon. Now, last time I was here, this place was shorter than I am. Now I've stopped growing. Obviously, this place is huge, and if construction remains on schedule over the next year, this will mark one of the biggest investments in this area in decades. Reporting in Pendleton, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And resort officials say they are already fielding interest for future conventions and larger group bookings, and that's even before the new space opens in 2027.
And looking ahead now, as the Lions Pool in Yakima is set to close today, and that's due to budget cuts.
All this after the city originally set to close it at the end of 2025. Yakima City Council then pushing for that closure date to move back after a 5-hour council meeting in November. The pool serves as the primary venue for all high school swim teams in the area.
While the extension allowed boys swim teams to finish their season this year, it leaves schools and other community users wondering where they'll swim now.
Yakima YMCA and Yakima Rotary Aquatic Center say they will be offering one free visit for current Lions Pool pass holders.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a Washington lawmaker apologizing for an incident during a state budget hearing. We'll break down what he says happened and how House leaders are responding and what it could mean going forward. All the details straight ahead.
Giving you a live look outside, this one from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. When we come back, we'll check in with Josh for your first alert forecast.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. Because at Schweitzer, your best day can start in the village or at the summit and everywhere in between. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Rodney Carrington.
If you've been married for 25 or 30 years, you got there because you learned how to keep your mouth shut and all the right spots. That's right.
Friday, June 26th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or Legends Gift Shop.
Some things didn't work out like you thought they would. You ain't never been on no fancy Italian vacation, but damn it, you been to Olive Garden for free breadsticks.
Don't miss Rodney Carrington live.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $6,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus $1,000 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. A place where the views are as good as the company. And the skiing is as electric as the experience. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to have considerable avalanche danger for the bulk of our slopes. So you see that is what's indicated by this orange color, but the red color, that denotes high avalanche danger. So we'll have that for the east-north slopes of the Cascades bordering there on Canada. And then for tomorrow, that same zone is going to be under that high danger level, but mostly still considerable on the map. Thankfully, it looks like some more yellow starting to overtake the red and orange, which is exactly what we want to see. Ideally, we would want to see all green on this graphic. Considerable avalanche danger means that natural avalanches or possible human-triggered avalanches are likely. There's a wide array of the possibility of size and distribution of avalanches. And once again, you got to evaluate the snowpack carefully. You have to very cautiously find your routes, and you have to make very conservative decision-making out there. Okay, let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast, starting off in the Cascades. A low-end chance of some snow showers for today. I think it's going to be a mostly dry day. And then for the valleys, for the basin, for the foothills, and for the blues, it's definitely going to be dry with mostly sunny skies. Highs getting up to around 50 for the Kittitas Valley. Some portions of the Yakima Valley could grace the lower 60s. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll look at the same thing. Officially, I'm going with 58 for the Tri-Cities. For the blue foothills, a mixture of 50s and 60s, and then 40s and 50s for the highest terrain of the blues. A little bit breezy across the map for today. Some of those gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour in general. And our forecast continues to stay dry through next Tuesday. I'll tell you why that's the case coming up in a few minutes.
6:13, turning to Olympia now this morning, where a state lawmaker is apologizing after admitting that he was impaired during a public hearing.
The moment came as lawmakers were debating the state budget in a House Appropriations Committee meeting, and now he's calling it a serious mistake, and House leadership is responding.
I am grateful to all the members of this committee and all the members of the House.
It happened Wednesday during a House Appropriations hearing where for more than 2 hours, legislators, including Representative Fitzgibbon, discussed the state budget.
We have still managed to put forward a budget that prioritizes the people of our state.
In a written apology, Fitzgibbon says he was impaired during the hearing, writing, quote, "I deeply regret and apologize for the fact that I consumed alcohol before the work of the Appropriations Committee was completed on Wednesday. and the result was obvious. This was a serious mistake for many reasons. Speaker of the House, Lori Jenkins, a fellow Democrat, said Fitzgibbon did not meet the standard of professionalism expected in the workplace, but said House leadership stands with him to ensure his well-being.
And now Fitzgibbon represents Burien and West Seattle and has been in office since 2010.
So far, it's unclear whether he'll face any formal consequences, and he hasn't shared more details about what happened. We'll, of course, keep you updated. And keep it here because coming up next, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking, and he said we're getting some more sunshine, and we're here for it. Yeah,
Can't wait.
It's going to be a great weekend. He's got more details coming up in that First Alert full weather forecast in just a few minutes.
This tax season, Walker's Furniture is giving you a sales tax discount equal to double the sales tax. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can save now and pay over time. This week at Walker's.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
We're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Prosser's most colorful adventure is at Splat It. Throw paint, get messy, and have a blast. For kids, adults, parties, and nights out, Splat It has it all. Book now at splatitnw.com.
The Seattle Kraken battle the Kings. Watch Monday night starting at 7 on MeTV.
Friday from 911 Nashville. Hello. Leanne Rhymes. Plus, Courtney Cox from Scream 7.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. And if you've been paying any attention to the weather at all over the past few days, it has been phenomenal for lower elevations and for the blues as well, as we've had plenty of sunshine. And it's all because of this right here, this spinning blue H off the Pacific Rim. This is an area of high pressure. And when you hear high pressure, think inactive weather, sinking air is dry air, and that really stymies any snow chances that we could see. Any precip chances in general. Now, there will be a little chance of a snow shower today in the Cascades, but that's like a 5% chance. Taking it back to the Tri-Cities for today, a beautiful day, pretty much nothing but sunshine. Temperatures this morning starting off in the 30s, will be into the mid-40s as soon as 10 a.m. and then pretty close to 60 degrees when it's all said and done. Of course, you can track hour by hour, day by day temperatures. Wind gusts will be a little bit breezy out there for today, so you can track that for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. For the Tri-Cities, we'll keep it dry through Tuesday. There is a storm system for Wednesday that'll bring us some small shower chances, much better chances for rainfall in the Blue Foothills. So we'll definitely have more to say about this system next week. But back to the temperatures. Like I said, a lot of us flirting with 60 degrees for today. Officially, I'm going with 58 for the Tri-Cities. But look at this, 62 for the Hanford side. A little bit cooler in the Kittitas Valley, as we'll be stuck in the upper 40s. Then for tonight, dropping down into the 20s and 30s. Most of us dropping down to below freezing. We could have a few spots of the Blue Foothills where we could be a few degrees above freezing, but look at these highs over the next 7 days for the Tri-Cities. Many opportunities to grace 60 degrees, which would place us at about 5 to 7 degrees warmer than normal to end February and to begin the month of March. Those overnight lows also ascending. Will be pretty close to 40 degrees for Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, at least in the Tri-Cities. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Fantastic weather through Tuesday, and like we were talking about, a little chance of rain by Wednesday. In Yakima, a dry forecast with highs in the 50s and lows in the 20s and 30s. In Ellensburg, breezy today and tomorrow, calmer by Sunday, then a small rain chance on Wednesday. And then for Hermiston, a dry forecast through Tuesday with multiple chances of, like we were saying, hitting 60 degrees. Finally, for Walla Walla, wonderful weather through the beginning of next week, and then rain likely again by Wednesday, very likely with those chances up around 90%.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, big moves in Hollywood boardrooms as Netflix declines to raise its bid for Warner Brothers, leaving Paramount the lead. Plus, a heartwarming honor for Children's Hospital in Tennessee, and Megan Thee Stallion getting ready to light up Broadway this spring. We have all the latest from Hollywood coming up after the break.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
More Furniture Sleep Savings Event, designed to help you sleep better with comfort, style, and value. The Jamestown Panel Bed at $399. The Malibu Panel Bed at $399. And Lily mattresses up to 50% off. And the lowest sofa at $399. Enjoy 72 months. No interest financing on mattresses and our free white glove delivery, where every detail is handled with care. Visit a More Furniture store near you and experience the difference. Or visit us online at morefurniture.com.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
ACE is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Ski Bluewood on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, Netflix has declined to raise its offer after the Warner Brothers Discovery Board determined that Paramount has submitted a superior offer.
So in a statement, the co-CEOs of Netflix said the deal is, quote, no longer financially attractive. And that means Paramount has suddenly moved much closer to taking over all of the assets owned by Warner Brothers.
Paramount announced earlier this week that it had raised its offer for all of WBD to $31 a share. It also attached several deal sweeteners that appealed to the board, including a $7 billion regulatory termination fee.
And while big deals are shaking up Hollywood boardrooms, some business moves are warming hearts. East Tennessee Children's Hospital is getting a new name and a famous one.
The Knoxville-based facility has officially rebranded as the Dolly Parton Children's Hospital. The news came in a video message from Parton just yesterday, who praised the hospital's doctors, nurses, and volunteers. She said the partnership reflects a shared commitment to world-class care delivered with compassion.
Hospital leaders emphasized that this is more than a cosmetic change, saying Parton's support strengthens the hospital's mission to deliver top-tier pediatric care. They also stressed families should not expect changes to their care.
I think everything should be named
Dolly Parton's,
yeah, whatever, like Dolly Parton's grocery store,
Yeah.
Dolly Parton's everything.
It just makes it more fun.
It sure does.
And from one star making a difference off stage to another taking the spotlight on stage, Grammy-winning rap superstar Meg Thee Stallion is set to make her Broadway debut this spring.
Yeah, she's going to be joining Moulin Rouge the musical for an 8-week run beginning March 24th. Meg will be taking on the role of Zidler, the impresario of the famed Paris nightclub.
She becomes the first woman to play the character in the Broadway production's 7-year run. Producers say her stint will include a hint of her own music woven into the pop-infused score.
And she says she's excited to push herself creatively and embrace the world of theater. I love this.
I do too.
That's a hot girl summer for her.
Yeah, that'll be
Go
great.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, that's a great show on Broadway. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Food destined to go to waste, now going to tables. St. Vincent de Paul stepping up its food distributions with new partnerships, bringing in larger donations. We're going to show you how the program works and how it will impact our community. That's coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
It's the wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row, and that means everything is on sale. Find amazing deals on sofas, dining groups, bedroom sets, and mattresses. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings during the wall-to-wall sale, only at Furniture Row.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank.
I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there.
And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Even on an antidepressant, there are days I feel stuck in my head. Depression symptoms like sadness and low energy can hold me back. I wanted to break through. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Say no
to Middleman Mattress Markup Malaise. And yes, to Factory Direct Savings at Denver Mattress. And during the March mattress sale, everything is on sale, like the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica DeWall.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Sunshine.
Woo-hoo. Yes.
It's going to be a sunny, wonderful weekend, right?
It's going to be so great. It's National Pokemon Day today, so it's a perfect day to get out and catch them all.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good times.
Pokemon Go, is the app still out there? Do people still play that?
I don't think people play it, but I think it's still out there.
I think it's still out there.
Yeah.
I still have my trading cards.
The Pokemon Go summer was 2016. Can you believe that? We're coming up on 10 years since then.
That tracks.
Oh, that makes me feel uncomfortable.
You should go find some.
Yeah, well,
I'll come with you.
Great weather to do so for today, into the weekend, into the beginning of next week, too. So let's go ahead, take a look at those big weather stories. So, yes, we will keep the forecast dry for lower elevations through Tuesday. High temperatures flirting with 60 degrees. We'll have multiple chances to hit 60 in the Tri-Cities. And then, unfortunately, for Cascade Slopes, considerable avalanche danger continues for the foreseeable future. Right now, you're taking a live, beautiful look at the sun coming up over Richland. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. No fog, no obstructions to visibility this morning for lower elevations, but we're definitely seeing that up in the Cascades for this morning. Temperatures are much colder in the Yakima Valley. We're seeing 25, 28 for Yakima and Sunnyside, respectively, as opposed to the rest of the region, except for here in Pendleton. A little a microclimate oddity there as we're at 28. So here is your hourly forecast for this Friday for the Yakima Valley. Pretty much nothing but sunshine. High temperatures getting into the mid-50s. I'm thinking for the lower Columbia Basin and for portions of the Yakima Valley, we'll have a serious chance to hit 60 for today. Now, it's going to feel a little bit cooler out there with some of those gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. But the forecast, like I said, continuing to stay dry through Tuesday. I'll tell you why that's happening. I'll have an update on those climate numbers. All that coming up in a few minutes.
And we begin this half hour of news in Pasco, where a local food bank is teaming up with a national organization to help reduce food waste and to get more meals into the hands of families who need them.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with officials at St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank about how they plan to help meet a growing need for food in the community.
The St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank in Pasco has launched a new partnership with foodrecovery.org, a national organization that connects excess food from suppliers with agencies working to fight food insecurity. Foodrecovery.org acts as a matchmaker, helping food banks accept large donations that might otherwise go to waste. President of St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank, Lindy Steyer, says the partnership made sense because it allows the organization to use its transportation and storage capacity, bring in larger food shipments for local families.
We went through the application process, showed that we're a nonprofit, gave the parameters of, how many pallets our trucks could hold, what is the radius we were willing to drive.
Steyer says once approved, the food bank is notified when a supplier in the network has food at risk of going to waste, allowing them to step in, pick it up, and distribute it locally. One recent example included several pallets of frozen vegetables from a supplier near Boardman, Oregon.
So, for example, we were contacted with an offer because a vendor or a supplier near Boardman, Oregon at a warehouse contacted them in Washington, D.C. and said, we don't want to see this go to waste. Can you find a user for this?
Food procurement lead for St. Vincent de Paul, Gerald Hopkins, says the food coming through the partnership is high quality and often has a long shelf life, helping stretch resources as demand continues to rise.
We get good product that's lasting. Like the last time I picked up French fries, they were good until 2027. And, I also got diced carrots, so I get a lot of good quality food for our community.
Hopkins says the need has remained high, with the food bank moving hundreds of thousands of pounds of food during weekly distributions.
We serve roughly about 1,700 plus families in food boxes a week. I'm going through roughly about 150,000 to 250,000 pounds on Wednesday for food.
Steyer says partnerships like this help connect suppliers who don't want food going to waste with families who need it most, creating a win win-win for both the community and food producers.
Suppliers don't want to waste food. Growers don't want to waste food. The people who palletized it and prepared it don't want to waste good food.
The St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank says it will continue expanding partnerships like this to help keep food on tables for families across the region. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And food bank leaders say the partnership helps bridge the gap between food suppliers and local families while keeping good food out of landfills.
And volunteers, of course, are always welcome to help with the weekly food distribution.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, a local art exhibit you'll want to catch before the month wraps up, plus a high-energy musical that proves pink can be powerful. Your weekend community events straight ahead.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days, plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
This season, your refund goes further.
At all Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations. For a limited time, we're giving you a sales tax discount equal to double the sales tax. So you can refresh your space for much less with the tax break you need and the comfort you deserve.
Plus, with no money down, special financing for 5 years, you can save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Hot Tubs. Hot Tub. Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2026 inventory. Today through Sunday. 2 locations, Coeur d'Alene and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2026 inventory. Deep, deep discounts. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Kootenai County Fairgrounds, Coeur d'Alene, and Hapo Center, Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota has 25 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Check out Bluewood. It's a homegrown ski area close to Walla Walla and Tri-Cities and has runs for just about all levels of skiers. Fly the Northwest over Ski Bluewood. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Friday from 911 Nashville.
Hello.
Leanne Rhymes. Plus, Courtney Cox from Scream 7.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is that time of the week once again. Time to talk about those climate numbers. We start off with the seasonal rainfall numbers that we've been tracking since October 1st. So here are the actual numbers we've tracked since then. Here's what you would typically expect for this time of the year. During that stretch of time, do a little bit of math. You can deduce the rainfall surpluses and deficits. And we're seeing a lot more green on this graphic, which is certainly a very good thing. The surplus is right around 10% for the valleys. Very good surpluses for the basin. We're hovering right around 30 to 35%. And Pendleton was at like a 15% deficit just a little while back. We've officially flipped that to a 4% surplus. We're almost breaking even right now for Walla Walla. So the rainfall numbers trending in the right direction. Here are some of the reservoir numbers. Let's talk about the water that's actually in the reservoirs in the Yakima Basin. We have 30% more than we typically would for this time of the year. So we're well above that severe drought benchmark. But here's kind of the caveat to that. As we head into the spring and summer months, we are banking on the snowpack to melt and to fill up the reservoirs. And what if we just don't have the snowpack to do that? Well, then the reservoir levels would go down. We certainly do not have the snowpack we need right now. So we have 55% less snow than typical in the Yakima Basin. And we swing over to the Blues, where for McKay Dam, as we speak, we're already at negative 41%, so 41% less water than we would typically have for the end of February. That's already surpassing our severe drought benchmark by 16 percentage points. And the snowpack situation in the Blues is even worse, as we have 61% less snow than typical for the Umatilla, Walla Walla, and Willow Basins. The snowpack numbers have very subtly improved over the past week or so, but definitely it is a very deep hole we find ourselves in. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about our ski resort numbers brought to you by Schweitzer. We start off at Schweitzer. The base depth here, 30 inches. We take you down to Ski Bluewood. We're right at 2 feet, right at 24 inches. And then the base depth at White Pass is looking a lot better as opposed to how it looked just a couple weeks back, as we're now at 40 inches. So that is certainly some good news, but here's the rub and all that. We just don't have any snow in the forecast for the next 4 to 5 days. Over the next couple days, don't bank on any fresh powder actually falling from the sky. But we did get some snowfall earlier in this week, so that should definitely help out with the resorts. Okay, our forecast is going to continue to stay dry for lower elevations through Tuesday. I'll tell you why our weather is behaving that way coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:40 now, and it is Friday, which means we are looking ahead to what is going on around the community this weekend.
First up, we have something for those who may want to add a little creativity into the weekend. The gallery at the park has a special exhibition that you may want to catch before the month wraps up. The show is called Wood, Wings, and the Wild Blue Yonder. It features work from local artists Terry Rice, Pam Sharp, and Leo Bauman.
You'll find oil paintings, watercolors, and scratchboard pieces, plus beautiful wood turning on display.
The gallery is open Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And as always, admission is free, making it an easy and family-friendly weekend stop.
And if you are ready to bend and snap your way into the weekend, the Academy of Children's Theater is presenting Legally Blonde Jr., and it is tonight and tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday.
The high-energy musical follows Elle Woods as she heads to Harvard, proving that being true to yourself never goes out of style. And yes, pink can absolutely be powerful.
100%. Performed by talented young actors. It's a fun, feel-good show that is packed with big laughs and catchy songs.
Performances are at the Windermere Children's Theater in Richland, a 7 p.m. show today, 3 p.m. matinees Saturday and Sunday, and tickets are available online or at the door. How fun.
Lots of fun. I love it so much. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And giving you a live look outside from right here to Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Josh, will be back with your full first alert forecast, let you know what you can expect not only today, but as we head into the weekend.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
BOGO time is back at Vance. Right now through March, when you buy a new AC, the All-Star Team at Vance will throw in a furnace for free. That's right. And our licensed professionals will handle it all. Call us today because this offer won't last. Upgrade your system and get peace of mind and savings all year long. Ask your system designer for details. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter.
Whatever shape your bath is in, Bathfitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bathfitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
More Furniture Sleep Savings Event, designed to help you sleep better with comfort, style, and value. The Jamestown Panel Bed at $399. The Malibu Panel Bed at $399. And Lily mattresses up to 50% off. And the lowest sofa at $399. Enjoy 72 months, no interest financing on mattresses, and our free white glove delivery, where every detail is handled with care. Visit a More Furniture store near you and experience the difference. Or visit us online at morefurniture.com.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our weather is going to continue to be dry for lower elevations through Tuesday. And let's go ahead and show you the synoptic setup behind that. And it's because of the spinning blue H you see off in the Pacific, just hanging off the Pacific Rim. This is causing air to sink. And when air sinks, it dries and it really stymies any precip chances that we'll have. There's going to be like a 5% chance of some snow showers today up in the Cascades. But for the rest of us, you can forget about that. It's pretty much going to be nothing but sunshine today. Here's today's forecast for the Yakima Valley. Starting off this morning cold. We're actually down into the 20s this morning, but quickly getting up to around 40 by 10 a.m. and then low to mid 50s for the warmest part of the day. It will be breezy today across the map. I'd say gusts anywhere between 15 to 35 miles per hour. You can see hour by hour and day by day wind gusts, temperatures, precip chances, all that for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Precip chances are going to stay at rock bottom for the Yakima Valley over the next 7 days. Now, we'll have about a 30% chance of rain for the lower Columbia Basin on Wednesday, and then rain looking very likely for the Blue Foothills and for the mountains on Wednesday. Some snow into the mix as well, but we'll have a lot more to say about that storm system as we head into next week. Okay, back to the temperatures. Highs flirting with 60 degrees for today as the Tri-Cities will be at 58, Hermiston 59, Hanford site 62, in general 40s and 50s for lower elevations. And then for tonight, dropping down into the 20s and 30s. Most of us below freezing, could have some portions of the foothills where we're slightly above freezing, but it's going to be cold nonetheless. Those high temperatures staying either average or above average in the Yakima Valley over the next week. It looks like the warmest day is probably going to be on Monday, as it will be 5 to 7 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Those overnight lows very subtly going to trend up as well. We start off this graph in the upper 20s. We'll end up in the mid 30s. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Fantastic weather through Tuesday, then a little chance of rain by Wednesday. In Yakima, a dry forecast with highs in the 50s and lows in the 20s and 30s. In Ellensburg, breezy today and tomorrow, calmer by Sunday, then a small rain chance on Wednesday. For Hermiston, a dry forecast through Tuesday with multiple chances, like we've said, of hitting 60 degrees. And then for Walla Walla, wonderful weather through the beginning of next week. Then rain likely by Wednesday, very likely. Look at those chances, up around 90%. All right, now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, ski lift scare.
Oh my God.
Rula DiMiranda Arce was enjoying a sunny day on the slopes of Big Bear Mountain in Southern California when she suddenly slipped out of her seat on the chairlift.
Pull me up!
Her twin sister and their best friend holding on to Rula's arms for dear life as the lift barrels ahead. You can see her squirming in fear. This morning, they're telling their story to GMA.
I looked down and I saw it was high enough for it to look like death. I thought she was joking and I was like, ha, whatever, dude. And then she was like, no, seriously, like, I need help. Like, I can't get up. And I was like, oh my God. They're telling me to stop moving. Listen, I'm not even thinking about moving. I'm panicking.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear much more from these skiers about their harrowing caught-on-tape moment. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Darla loves things fresh, like this laundry basket you fluffed just for her. New Love Made Fresh from Blue Buffalo lets you make fresh meals she'll love too. Mixing delicious stew in with classic Blue Buffalo dry food for superior nutrition. It's the natural ingredients you trust. Served fresh by you, the way Darla loves it. New from Blue Buffalo. It's love made fresh.
Chef Lena is taking the Tide Boosted test.
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I need it. I washed it with this stuff, and it still smells.
Oof.
It stinks.
No, I'm good.
I'm running out of ideas.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's Boosted Clean. Test passed.
It's clean.
Yeah, it smells great.
No, really smell it. It smells amazing.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Boosted!
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton faced lawmakers yesterday who sought to question her about her family's past ties to Jeffrey Epstein. She insisted she had no information about Epstein's criminal activities. She also said she answered every one of their questions as fully as she could. She was deposed by House Oversight Committee lawmakers behind closed doors for about 6.5 hours. It took place in New York, close to where Clinton lives with former President Bill Clinton, and it comes after both Clintons resisted testifying, but they changed course when faced with the prospect of being held in criminal contempt of Congress.
In your business headlines at 6:50 this morning, if you've ever ordered dinner or last-minute items for delivery, you've probably been asked to include a tip. Well, several apps say 100% of that money goes to drivers. Regulators allege Walmart failed to keep that promise on multiple occasions. The FTC says Walmart will pay $100 million to settle a dispute. FTC in 11 states allege it misled Spark delivery drivers about base pay and tips. It also says the retailer falsely claimed the entirety of customers' tips would go to the workers. The commission is requiring the chain to implement an earnings verification program for drivers, and it says Walmart also is committed to increased transparency and accuracy around compensation. 6:51, time for the top 5 local things you need to know now this morning, starting in Kiona-Benton, where a reported threat involving a student has deemed it to be unsubstantiated. The district says it was notified Tuesday evening after Benton County Sheriff's Office received a claim of a possible threat from an elementary student towards the middle school. Deputies interviewed students and staff involved, but the report could not be verified. So no lockdown was issued. Officials now say the investigation is closed. District confirming with us that they did take the matter very seriously. They followed standard protocols and ensured student safety. We also reached out to the Benton County Sheriff's Office for comment, but they have not responded.
In Kennewick, a proposal to place an LRA home for sex offenders continues to draw concern. Councilman Brad Klippert, elected just last month, says he believes the plan is unconstitutional and hopes to take the issue to the state level. The proposal has sparked outcry from residents, and Klippert encourages neighbors to keep speaking up as the city moves forward. He says he was unaware of the full details until recent public meetings and that he wants community input to be heard. The city continues to review the proposal, with debate expected to continue in upcoming meetings.
And in Yakima, the Lions Pool will be closing today because of city budget cuts. It was originally set to close at the end of 2025, but council pushed that closure date back after a long meeting in November to allow high school swim teams to finish their season. Now, the pool has been a primary venue for local high school teams, leaving schools and community users to find alternative options. Yakima YMCA and Rotary Aquatic Center, they will be offering one free visit for current Lions Pool pass holders as they transition to new venues.
And in Pasco, the St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank has partnered with foodrecovery.org to help reduce waste and boost food distributions. The organization can now accept larger donations from suppliers, including frozen vegetables and other high-quality products that might have otherwise been thrown out. Food procurement lead Gerald Hopkins says this allows the bank to serve more families with longer-lasting nutritious options. President Lindy Steyer says the partnership helps connect suppliers who don't want food to go to waste with local families in need, creating a win-win for the community. And with hundreds of thousands of pounds distributed weekly, the food bank continues to expand partnerships to keep more meals on tables across the region.
And taking you to Pendleton now, where work is underway on the $100 million expansion of Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Crews have cleared the old Courtyard Hotel and are building a new 10-story tower with more than 214 rooms. Project includes 15,000 square feet of convention space and an upscale restaurant. It's aimed at attracting larger events and creating family-friendly atmospheres. CEO Gary George saying that this development is a long-term investment for both tourism and Confederate tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation. Project leaders plan to celebrate a topping-off ceremony in March, completion expected in 2027, and they're already getting a lot of interest when it comes to upcoming conventions and events.
Exciting stuff
to be had there, yeah.
Trending now this morning, the search is on for a man in Pennsylvania's Pocono Mountains who allegedly set fire to his home.
Okay, so investigators are saying that it was in the apparent effort to kill spiders. I feel this. It's okay. I understand. Police saying that officers responded to the report of a fire at the townhome. When they got there, flames had already spread to connected houses.
It took several fire crews about 8 hours to get the blaze under control. A witness told police they saw Sean McDermott setting several fires in his home earlier in the day.
The witness said he kept putting out the fires, but McDermott kept relighting them, and the police report stated that McDermott said he needed to kill the spiders in his home.
Yes.
I'm not saying, yeah, what he did was correct or right, but I understand.
But I get it.
We get him. We understand. You know, sometimes.
One mouse, burn this mother down. Burn it to the ground.
Oh, yeah, a mouse, never.
Yeah.
And spiders, like multiple spiders? How many
that's
spiders
the thing. How many
How
were
big
there?
were they?
How big were they? I need deets on, like, was it an infestation?
I know. Only if it's like a Charlotte's Web situation where it's telling me I'm radiant and exquisite.
Right.
Then that's the only time a spider can be in the house.
You gotta get a compliment from the spider first. What do y'all think is scarier, spiders or roaches? I think roaches are underrated. Yes, I'm more scared of it. Especially y'all have those big Texas, the big tree roaches down in Texas.
Oh no, least favorite bug.
I don't really like anything.
Yeah, none of that.
Actually.
If it crawls around and it's about yay big,
set fire to it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, rodents,
lotion,
snakes.
Ever do the lotion? No, that's just me.
You squirt lotion
when I was a kid, you know, you stop them. It sometimes works. Okay.
If it wouldn't kill them, they'd have very moisturized skin.
Sometimes that's all you had.
Yeah.
Was it?
You didn't have a lighter?
I didn't want to set fire. No.
Or shoe, just
don't want to be this guy, Sean McDermott.
Step down on it.
I know. The poor neighborhood, that's the problem now at this point, is he didn't just impact his home.
Well, there were spiders in the other homes, yeah.
Clearly the townhome community was
and no Charlotte's Web situation, so bye.
It's not going to end well for him, unfortunately. Now he's out of a home and charged with arson.
Bye, Sean.
All right, get us out the door this morning. Good news.
Is it radiant? Is it exquisite?
If she was spinning her web, telling the forecast, I think she would just say wonderful. Can she spell wonderful? I'm sure she can.
Yeah. Charlotte, she can spell anything.
Yeah. Right, magical spiders. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our visibility out there for this morning. Fog up in the mountains, specifically for the Cascades, lower elevations, not seeing any reductions in visibility or fog. Hey, look at that. It is cold this morning in Yakima, 27, a good deal warmer in the Tri-Cities as we're at 37. Just another wonderful day out there. Lots of sunshine, highs getting pretty close to 50 degrees for some lower elevation spots. So there's going to be a real spring feel to the air as long as the winds aren't gusting, which they will be today at times, anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. More wonderful weather right through the weekend. But hey, if you're going out into the backcountry, avalanche danger is still considerable.
But those temperatures are going to be nice. Call us Wilbur, because we'll be squealing like a pig.
Yes, in the sunshine.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.